Good day, everybody. This is the Ecclesiarch here, back with some more Warpforge, and today we are going to be playing some Imotekh. Now, Imotekh has been long requested from you guys. You've asked me to redo my control deck. So, let me tell you, the reason why it was delayed is because it's not easy to build a proper Imotekh currently, because a lot of the stuff that he really liked and he really used has been nerfed. So he isn't in the best spot compared to how he was before. Like, if you guys remember, he was the dominant Necron warlord for a long time, and sometimes his control builds were like insane, but there were so many nerfs. There were the Lich Guard nerf, there was the Immortal Pride nerf, then there was the Divination of Menhir nerf, which was probably one of the bigger ones, the Curse of the Pharaon nerf, the Hexmark Destroyer nerf. So a lot of things just hit him and kind of put him in an awkward spot. However, nevertheless, I think he is still a warlord that you can successfully play and climb with, although there are some things that you will have to consider and switch up compared to your previous decks. So, without further ado, let's get right into it and let's see how I have built my deck. So, first of all, the thing that you will notice is that I am no longer using any Conquering Tyrants or Immortal Pride. Conquering Tyrant and Immortal Pride are very good if you have a meta similar to the orc control meta, where the orcs just armor up and, you know, keep removing your stuff and hope to destroy you in the late game. Imotekh, with his Conquering Tyrants and stuff, was always really good against that kind of the deck. But currently, as the game is, it's not a good way to go, because you'll never be able to fully buff yourself and win the game, in most cases at least. Otherwise, yeah, the Ramatech like duelist build would also work really well, but it just takes way too much time to do. So we're gonna have a mixture of early mid game and some strong late game. So first of all, we're gonna have Extermination Protocol, very good card, just the 2 damage for 1 energy, always welcome. And we're also gonna have the Reconstruction Protocol, just to return some high value cards to our hand once we lose them. There's going to be double damaged Plasma Sight. This one's actually really interesting. It kind of messes up your Tomb World, because the Tomb World summons infantry, and you really don't want to be summoning these guys, but the heal is just so good. The sustain is just so good, because if you're at 10 HP and you suddenly drop these 2 guys, you're suddenly at 14. And if the enemy fails to take them out, suddenly you're at 18. So the healing from these guys is just insane to pass. That's what I think. Now, Dimensional Corridor, this is going to be here together with 1 copy of Implacable Conqueror, because Dimensional Corridor, when it was released, it did not to reduce the cost of the copy of the card that you created. Now it reduces both the original copy and the created copy. That means once you have played Implacable Conqueror, right? So for example, if you have a Triarch Praetorian for 1 energy because of Implacable, and then you play Dimensional Corridor, you're gonna have 2 that both cost 1. So, you know, just one of these things is always welcome. You can go for 2 as well if you want, but currently I'm just feeling comfortable with 1. Of course, we have the powerful Necron 3 energy package through Technomancer, Tombblade, and Triarch Praetorian. These are cards that are like 19%, 90% of the Necron decks, because all 3 are extremely good. A very good early flank removal, a very good early drop with amazing stats, and of course the Technomancer that can bring things back to life, which is amazing. There's the Psychomancer to give us a little bit of stun, also has pretty nice stats for the cost, and of course our big flank unit, which is the Scorpech Destroyer. Now, on 5, you will notice that I have no Lich Guard. Well, that's because Lich Guard are currently quite bad. It's not only because of the nerfs. The thing is, there's just too many things right now in the game that have high ranged attack and flank. Like, you got the Seraphim, you got the Gargoyles, Inceptor Sergeants. There's like so many things that just trade free into the Lich Guard. Back in the day, Lich Guard had 6 HP, and also a lot of these units did not exist, but now they do. Thus, having Lich Guard is not that good, so instead we're gonna go for double Hexmark Destroyer. Now, these guys are tricky. They can help you deal a ton of damage and potentially even one-shot the enemy warlord, but sometimes they can just be used as a removal tool, so I think these guys are more effective than the Lich Guard currently. There's also the Inescapable Retribution, which is going to replace the Doom Scythe. So this summons double Tomb Blade, so overall it's more damage and it's also spread and it leaves a remnant. The only thing that is not too good about this, perhaps, is that against the big target that has high armor, perhaps the Doom Scythe is better, but overall I think Inescapable Retribution is the better call. We're also going to have the Scythe Assault. One copy just for a bit of AoE. And speaking of AoE, I am running double Hexmark Destroyer. You can also replace this with a Plasmancer if you guys wish. It's also a very good card. You can honestly just go for one Hexmark, one Plasmancer, or double Plasmancer. It's up to you. Locust Lord is a card that I really love because no matter what, even if this unit dies, it gives you a Resurrection Orb 100%. So the value from this thing is crazy. So certainly you want to include this guy in your deck. Double Methodical Destruction for hard removal, Vargard Oberon as our late game protector, and a Tomb World just as our tough finisher. So without further ado, let's get right into it. And I'm gonna tell you right away, your worst matchup is probably Magnus. It's the matchup that I tend to struggle with the most. But since Magnus received a nerf recently and now he only creates non-legendary troops, maybe his play rate will go down and we'll be in a better spot. So we're gonna leave these two and we're gonna swap these two. It's a big question what you really want to have here. I have 3 defense cards for Necrons. I think Obelisk is the one you want less, while Menhir and Resurrection Vault are both good, but since I have Hexmark in my hand, I think Menhir is the way to go because it can help us do a big combo. So we're up against Lord Edge. Okay, so the dedicated Warshaper player. Lord Edge, you're honestly annoying me a lot because I want that Warlord, and every time you play against me with that Warlord, I feel a little bit jealous. So I hope I get Warshaper soon, man. Like, it's, I don't know, it's driving me crazy. That's the only Warlord I'm missing and I really want it. So I think we're just gonna whack him a little bit here because we cannot positively trade with Warshaper for now because he has both bonus HP as well as heal. So he kind of trades for free against us as long as he's willing to spend 2 energy. There's the Crude Hound. Now, the Crude Hounds obviously are a bit of a problem, but I'm just still going to play my Triarch Praetorian here because, well, I have to deal with the Crude Hound, so not much of a choice. Unless I want to take 4-4-3, like unless I want to take like 11 damage next turn, I need to drop the Triarch Praetorian. Okay, that's good. That's not too good, obviously, because he can just punch the Praetorian there, but nevertheless, it's something I need to do. So another very uncomfortable move is to do this, but I kind of have to because we cannot leave those Croots. Next turn, however, we have a strong damaged Hexmark turn, as well as an Inescapable Retribution. So we have a pretty strong turn coming up. Oh, Darkstrider. This is an interesting one. So I don't see a lot of people playing this thing because mostly it's, honestly speaking, it's kind of bad now because the ability costs a little bit too much, but oh well. Okay, so I could play the Technomancer, and I think I will play the Technomancer. Maybe also punch him once, because why not? By the way, I would say that stealth is one of the good tools against Necrons, because they really don't have much against stealth except the Solar Pulse, which is way too costly for what it does. So Necrons tend to struggle against stealth units. That's why the Tyranid matchup is often very, very tricky. Okay, he plays the Pathfinder. Maybe drops double. Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh, Pulse Onslaught. Okay, okay. There's a couple of things I can do here, honestly, and I think I know what I want to do. So, oh my god, this is... I really want to be playing this right now, but it won't do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a Technomancer. I'm going to drop that Technomancer. I'm going to smash it here, and then I'm going to do this just to get rid of this annoying source of marker light. And then I'm going to take this out. So that way he doesn't have a gigantic board. Though I did want to play Locust Lord a lot, you cannot leave Tau with so much stuff, because then you're just playing this for Resurrection Orb, which is not good. So now once again he has to answer. Don't forget that he has these gigantic Root Riders that are very scary. Those are going to be a problem to deal with, but other than that, I think we should be okay. I think we are better at late game than him. He's not playing on Vahl, thus he cannot... Okay, so he is getting the giant Groot thing, because he sacrificed the troop there. So he's gonna play the giant Lone Spear. Yeah, that's what it's called, Lone Spear. Okay. So yeah, Lone Spear is gonna be painful. I'm just thinking how to deal with Lone Spear. I get this is one of the ways we can deal with it, so just, you know, just clear him up. Trade. At least we're maintaining the HP advantage, so let's see what else he has to play. He has another one of those big things. That's the biggest problem. That's, I would say, together with... what do we call that again? The thing. Oh my god, what's it called? I totally forgot what it's called. Yeah, Long Strike. That together with Long Strike is a bit of an issue. Okay, okay. What if I do this? What if I do this? Yeah. So that I at least have something on the board. I am hoping he doesn't have another Lone Spear to get me. Else it's gonna get a little bit ugly. Do you have the Locust Lord coming? We, on the bright side, we're gonna get a very strong Tomb World. Once it inevitably arrives. Plus we get the double draw first, because he went first in this match. There's Long Strike, which is hell, to be honest. That's not good. That's not good at all for me, honestly, but what can I do? Okay. Yes, I have to do this. Oh boy, this is getting a little difficult, but at least I know that he has played his Long Strike, so that kinda is something, right? I still have my Inescapable Retribution, another copy there. I also have my Tomb World, so we'll see how it goes. Let's see what else he drops. He drops a Crude Hound. I could play Sight Assault against that. So that bonus HP is gonna be ugly. Let's see if we get some Tomb World action. No Tomb World, but we do get some other stuff. Let's do this, and let's do this. Maybe the face wasn't the best place for it to hit now, but we can take it. He plays a Kutox Raider. That puts a lot of his stuff on low HP, which is good. But in order to play a good Hexmark, I'm gonna need another tactic. I am absolutely gonna be needing another tactic, because one is not gonna be enough. Oh, this is not good. Implacable Conqueror. Nah, unfortunately he has us. Unfortunately he has us. Okay, let's let him finish us off. Yeah, unfortunately I wasn't really able to come back from his tempo, which is pretty bad. I guess maybe did we make a mistake? I'm thinking maybe I should have just played the Locust Lord sooner. Well, I'm not sure, but that was a good game either way. He was just able to keep the tempo going since he went first, and I was not able to retake it from him. So that's usually what happens when you have that kind of situation. So let's go for game number 2, and let's see how we perform there. Tau usually isn't like the really bad matchup or anything, but you know, it can really go either way. Okay, we got the Imperium. And it's Ursula. Actually, we got the Nerfsula. Okay. Let's see. Let's see how the new Ursula fares against us. Well, it's good that we get to play the Triarch Praetorian first. Well, it depends. She could do a triple or double Guardsman. So I'll play the Praetorian based on what she does. Okay, she does the legendary Commandant. And for some reason she decides to not do that. I think it's kind of a mistake, because now I take the advantage on the board by having my Praetorian there. And Implacable Conqueror in our hand is very good. Because the sooner you play this card, the more value you just milk it for later, so yes. Okay, Rattling. There's also a Shock Trooper. I think we can clear everything here, basically. One of our main goals here is to not let her swarm us too much, because the guard do tend to swarm, and if she does manage to swarm us, then it becomes very difficult. Okay, Armored Squadron, that's quite alright. She might get a cheap Limon Russ next turn, but I hope that doesn't happen. Instead, now let's play the Implacable, and we draw a Praetorian, which is not bad. 1 energy Praetorian, pretty good. Let's just hope that it's not a Limon Russ that's gonna come. Because if she plays a Limon Russ, what could happen is that she range attacks this, and Limon Russ takes this out, and suddenly I'm... Oh. Oh. Yikes. She was able to do it after all. Well, I mean, Valkyrie is... Valkyrie is nothing too special, to be honest. What I can do is I can just pass this turn. Just not to give him the ability to get shock troopers. What the hell though, man? 1 cost Valkyrie. Okay, we got a primary psyker there. Still does a shit ton of damage. Okay, this is getting interesting. Gonna have to remove the shield from him.
Reporting for duty.
We could do a nice clear here, by the way. I'm just thinking which is the best way to do it. Well, of course I'm gonna have to drop this. Maybe... Which one do I want to get rid of? I think I want to get rid of this. I don't care about the shock troopers too much. Then let's drop the Praetorian. There's the Koskin. There's the Ratling. There's the legendary Commandant. There's the stun. Why would you do that? Unless he has another... Unless he has another stun, then that was... Oh, wait, actually, yeah. He's right. It's the correct play. It's the correct play. Pardon me, that is the correct play. We could still win though, wait. Let me see. This one, so I attack what with this and then I... Yeah, let's do that. Oh, friggin... I made a misplay. I made a misplay there. I should have first attacked her. And then with the... Oh my god. So stupid. Bad misplay, guys. Bad misplay. We had lethal there. So we should have first attacked... I keep forgetting that this stupid thing can't attack unless it's lethal damage. But I think that's alright. I think we're good. I think we're good. Jesus, but that was a bad play. That was a bad play. Yeah, you gotta face bash into it. There's no other way there. That was a stupid missed lethal, by the way. So, for those of you who didn't get why that was a missed lethal, the Hexmark has a destroyer trait, which means that it cannot attack the targets it cannot kill. I mean, if there is a target it can kill, it just has to attack that. So, if I had attacked Ursula first, then she would have been down to a point where I could just kill her. But I misplayed, so I kind of messed up. Because divination again, because I have double Hexmark in my hand, which is not too good.
I will reshape this galaxy into a place of order and unity. From the eye of terror we shall
So,
bring no mercy.
Abaddon, for the most part, is a tricky matchup, because he has a win button that we don't have. His win button is the Crusade. We also have the win button through the Tomb World, but his win button is a little bit better because he can summon like very, very bulky units right out of his deck, while he can also have 2 copies of that, although that is not that effective. He can summon stuff, and then he can also give, if he gets lucky enough, that is, he can also give camouflage to those things. So it becomes very difficult for Imotekh to deal with it, while if we play Tomb World, he could always play like something crazy like double Spawndom or, you know. Okay, I think Scorpack Destroyer is going to be the play here, because This is really gonna help me remove the gigantic bulky stuff that Abaddons usually play. We have to go aggro, by the way. We need to finish him off sooner. We live in a weird time, guys. We live in a time where Imotekh has to beat down Abaddon. It's weird, but what can you do? Oh, this is so good, but... just not enough. Just not enough energy. Not enough energy to do it. Okay, this is interesting. Maybe stun him? So we're at 6 energy. We're at the time where the Venom crawlers start crawling. So so he plays that. Ballsy move to waste a spawn them like that. I am wondering if I should be doing that, but I don't think so. I want to keep my hex marks for later. Maybe for a potential combo. Oh, Venom Crawler. So... that is very annoying that I have to sacrifice that into this right now. That is so annoying, but... not much I can do about it. Implacable Conqueror is a little bit late. But we are setting up something here. We are setting up something. Oh, Drachnian, okay.
The dark gods. By my will, render them down to atoms.
Too bad he can just one-shot that, but... I'll destroy you. That what he did right now is nasty. He can actually win the game because of this bullshit now. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wait, so... actually, I think we win, not him. My bullshit is better than your bullshit. Oh my god, yes. My bullshit versus your bullshit, Abaddon. We've out-bullshitted him, basically. Okay, nice. Okay, so Hexmark supremacy, I guess. Very well, that's pretty good, that's pretty good. Let's continue. Let's continue climbing. Or dropping. Oh my god, there's still somebody playing Magnus. Can we not? Can we not? This is the worst matchup. So let's see what we can do. I'll explain why it's the worst matchup, honestly. There's only really one reason why Magus is such a terrible matchup. That is because he fills up your hand with bullshit, and that kind of slows you down a lot, so you cannot drop any early game units because of that. And then he just outvalues you with Brute Prophet later on, and he also has the crazy Neophyte combo, so there's just too much that he can do. There's just too much that he can do. But now that he was been nerfed and he cannot create legendaries, that's a big deal, because Sanctus at 4 energy was very bad. The Redactor was really bad. There's the Backstab. If he gives me a bad trap, I'll resurrect this guy with Techno. Jam, okay. And? Oh, okay. Alright. In that case, I will just have to empty my hand, because there's nothing much I can do. Get rid of this first, so that we don't take extra damage, then this, and whack him in the face. So, at least we have the HP advantage of 10, which is good. I believe the advantage was 5 at the beginning, so that is nice. Cold Sentinel, okay. It's the Cold Sentinel, then we do this. Now that he cannot make legendaries anymore, you could expect a lot of Cold Sentinels, to be fair. Because... oh, what do we have here? Let's keep it. Let's keep it. Let's keep that damage text mark for a little bit longer. Okay, if he's gonna be playing bad cards, then he's gonna lose. Because that's a bad card that he just used there. What the hell? Never mind, boys, never mind. If he has double Genestealer Familiar, then it doesn't matter too much. You know what? It's not too bad. It's not too bad. That's a bad card that he played still, though. I don't think it's worth running that card in your Magus deck. It's kind of a waste. There's just many better cards out there, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, there's the Achilles Ridge Runner. My favorite thing about this is that he just condemned himself to losing by doing this, because now that it's 7 HP and armor, my Hexmark doesn't have to attack it anymore. But just to stay on the safe side, because you never really know how this game is coded, we're gonna do it this way, just to make sure that the Hexmark attacks the correct target. So there we go. And that is a GG. That's, don't be fooled, guys, that is a difficult matchup overall. I just think that his deck was not well optimized. And maybe he just got unlucky. That is a very bad matchup for you. Swap this, maybe keep Dimensional Corridor, or maybe also swap it. This is better. This is way better. Now, in this situation, I could go for Resurrection Vault, but I'm still gonna go for Menhir. Mostly because since we're playing with Hexmarks, Divination of Menhir is just too big. Even after the nerfs, it's still very good. It's still very strong. Okay, one of the great things against the Imperial Army is actually the Plasma Sight, because unless she has a Rattling, she might find it hard to remove this. And honestly, it's not really there to stick around forever or something. It just really helps you win the first couple of turns. Not win, like, take the enemy's attention for the first couple of turns. Because, oh, then he destroyed the Remnant. Annoying. Then you can finally get to your 5 energy mark where you kind of start getting stronger, so... It's very smart that he's not just dropping his shock trooper, because it's not good against Imotekh. Oh my god. It's not good against Imotekh. Mostly because he can easily take it out. There's Cadia. Stands. Fortunately, I know she cannot get multiple copies of Cadia Stands anymore, because that has finally been balanced. Thus, we're okay. Ooh, Koskin. Please, Mr. Koskin, don't go. He did not take my plea into consideration. Koskin. How do you pronounce that correctly? Koskin, right? It's a little hard to say. Uh-oh, we might be in a trouble. There's Chimera. And then there's the Medic. Medic! Yeah, this might actually even be GG, honestly. Yeah, this might actually be GG. We'll see. We will see. We will see if I can get some answers out. We need a Hexmark Destroyer here. And we could do some cool stuff. Okay, there's the Castellan.
Not one step back.
Mm-hmm. And he's gonna shoot it, sure. Let's see what I get. I got the Technomancer, which is not bad, to be fair. Though not the best either. Okay. What troops do I have in the Tomb World? There's the Rattling, sure.
One shot should do it.
It's gonna take that out. Ooh. Oh, this is no good. Okay, that's not good. It's not bad. Honestly, not that good either, because... Okay, let's at least set up a Tomb World. Oh, he actually sacrificed one soldier.
I see beyond sight.
What do we do here? Do I have... Let's see what we get from the Tomb World. Not too good. Not too good once again. Because... Yeah, I think he got us. I think he got us. There's no way I'm going through this Chimera. That early Chimera kind of sealed our fate there. I don't think there was anything we could do there, honestly, guys, because, you know, when something like that happens, like a very early Chimera with KDS stands, it's very difficult because there's just so much front line to go through. Of course, the way that you can deal with it is with a Hexmark Destroyer, which can deal that good AoE damage, but we didn't get it, so not much we could have done there. So let's head for the next game and let's see what we can do. Okay, found it. So who's the next opponent? Next opponent is an Imotekh. So we have an Imotekh mirror. Now, when it comes to Imotekh mirrors, it's gonna be very tricky. Let me tell you why. Sometimes, when you face someone who's playing Imotekh, they might be running a very inefficient deck, like something like monoliths and things like that. But since you're playing a mirror, a lot of times you can get away with builds like that with monolith and so on. But it's gonna be very bad against actual opponents with different factions, right? If you're playing, for example, against Astra Militarum with a monolith, big chance that you're never gonna play it. So if he is running that kind of a build, we might lose due to that, but we will see. We do have a very good start. We do have a very good start. We're gonna be doing equal trades here. He does go first, so he gets the first Triarch Praetorian. No, he doesn't. I guess he doesn't. Thus, I will play my own. We're still gonna go aggro, because as I said, whenever I play against Imotekh with Imotekh, I don't know what he's running. Maybe he's running Double Conquering Tyrant, maybe he's running Monolith, all of which are gonna be great in mirrors, but not good against other opponents. So it's very important to keep that in mind. Okay, so he's actually running a Death Mark. That's very interesting, I'm not gonna lie. So what I'm gonna do is I am gonna do this and keep the cost reduction for next turn. By the way, that's how it works. You can keep the reduction for the next turn. Death marks are not bad. I do like them. The only problem with them is the 3 HP, because if there's a lot of sisters, they just die to the flames, cleansing flames, so they're not that hard to remove. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Okay. Alright. I can live with that. So, the way we are gonna do this is this into this into this. And we are not gonna use the hex mark yet. Look at that, no remnants hit. That's unlucky. Because next turn at 6 I can instantly do a extermination protocol hex mark. And had I used a stratagem before that, well, then I don't just get to do an instant hex mark, so... Let's see what you resurrect there. Resurrect. Okay, you get a death mark. If you get a death mark...
Multiple targets on the site.
then we make sure you don't get another one. Hey, he's thinking. I could get a damaged Hexmark combo off, but against Necrons, it's once again a little tricky because if he has a Remnant on the board, this stupid thing is gonna attack the Remnants because for some reasons it is coded that... so basically, take a look at what the Destroyer says, right? The Destroyer says if unit can kill an enemy, then it cannot attack a different target, right? So the weird thing about this, is that for some reason, destroying remnants is also considered killing. So it's very weird. Ah, oh, so he had a very crappy turn. That's a very crappy turn. And I'm certainly gonna abuse it. I'm certainly gonna abuse it. That would mean he has some big units in his hand. How could he not have anything to deal with this? It's very weird. While he also had 4 damage, he had 5 damage. Just like that, and he couldn't deal 1 damage? Maybe he just got greedy, I don't know. Okay. I'll take that. And I'll actually do it this way. So we're gonna be only 2 off lethal here. And then we could do something with Hexmark. Wait a minute, what does this have armor here? What is this? Are you guys seeing this? Why is there a... Okay. This must be another bug. Well, anyway, GG. Let's go play another game with Imotekh. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. And there's the Warlord that somehow dodged a nerf dispatch. I will not understand ever how this thing managed to dodge a nerf. I really don't know. It's a fact that eludes me. Maybe they just couldn't think of how to nerf her properly, I don't know. Anyway, it's not good. Her being in the same state is not good. Okay. A lot here is gonna depend on whether or not she gets the relics of Saint Catherine on curve. If she does, well... That's good. Let's see what's her answer to this. I actually just thought that she might have done that. It is a battle of don't let her pray or lose. Oh, you don't. You just didn't. Ugh. Alright, let's heal up. Maybe this will make her panic a little bit at least. Retributor. No, my plasma sight. My beautiful plasma sight. How could you? Honestly speaking, I could just play Implacable Conqueror here, but that's the thing, I'm definitely not gonna do that. Because I cannot afford to lose tempo. I just have to push her. Because the moment I lose tempo, I lose the game. So, yeah. Because then she's just gonna start spamming, buffing, and there's no way I'm gonna be able to get through it. So I have to push as much as I can. While she is low on friggin'... Why would you do that though? Why would you leave a remnant? While she's low on answers, let's say like that, I guess. Well, what do we have here? Let's see what I can do. Maybe we're cooking up something here. There's another Seraphim. And a Crusader. Very well, very well. Let's see how he deals with the good old not Hexmark, but Locust Lord. Oh, desperate, aren't we? Oh, okay. Extra desperate then. Gonna have to wait for the perfect moment to play this. I'm happy that at least I got one beacon of faith out of him, as well as the, what's that called again? The thing that you used? Divine Intervention. Divine Intervention, okay, yeah. Oh, I think she lost. Yeah. Now we take the win. Now we take the win. Now we just take the win. GG. I mean, we also did have methodical destruction for that, but always better to just close out the game. You never want to risk dragging the game too much when you're playing against something like the Sisters, for example. Let's go for one final game. Let's see if we can win one more. If this is a Scarab deck, I'm... I might just surrender. Please, people, don't play that shit. Don't play that. Don't play that uninteractive piece of crap.
Victory, Diviner. You'll find that the stars are aligned with me.
I don't want to have to tech in the stupid 4-cost destroyers just to deal with this stupid build that rarely even appears nowadays because there's a lot of counters, but... Why? Why are you playing that? Like, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? Like, what is this? Oh well. Let's analyze why this deck is bullshit. So on turn 1, he already has 8 damage on the board, right? And though I do clear it, for the most part, suddenly we are still... Now we're equalized in HP. And he still has a full board. So he trades for free, basically. He starts with a full board. And, well, I do have a Side Assault to deal with him in a little bit, but... It's literally useless, because then he's gonna rebuild it. So I'm gonna need a Hex Mark, like, very, very quickly. Unless I get a Hex Mark, we just lose. Oh no, he's gonna multiply again. Then he's gonna attack with the 4 and multiply again. Oh no, okay. Ay. So I clear his board, right? I use an AoE. Now, let's see if he can reconstruct it in a single turn. Unless he's unlucky, he will be able to do that. Okay, let's see so what he does. So he makes 2. He shoots with that, so makes 4. And then he does another one and makes 8. And I literally have people telling me that this is okay. There are people just saying, oh, you know, just play AoE. Oh, brother. Worst part about this is, technically speaking, he could, like, leave us at, I don't know, 3 HP right now or something. He could just attack twice, then attack with his face, take this out, then multiply with his ability, and do self-destruction, and I'm gonna be down to like 5 HP or something. Okay, watch him do that. Watch him do that. He's gonna take out the remnant, obviously, first. Yeah. Now use your ability. What? Okay. Sure. It's a little bit weird, at least. Okay. Now multiply? No. Okay, I gotta admit that's a little bit of a weird version, but... that is not gonna stop him. He just needs one self-destruction to finish this game. Look at all the free damage the guy is dealing. Ugh. Okay, can we get a hex mark here? Somebody. Nope. No hex mark for me. Take out one Scarab, but actually it doesn't matter because he can still re-multiply it, so it doesn't really matter that much. Okay. Multiply again. That's a weird Scarab deck, man. That's a weird Scarab deck. Okay, here's my Hexmark Destroyer. So... can you please hit the correct targets? Still leaves one, but let's see if I can hit it with the solar... Ugh. Okay. Okay. Let's see if I can do something. Okay, Methodical Destruction. Fortunately for 2 damage only. So maybe he multiplies it, sure. Deals another 3 damage. 1 is gonna be from Pulse. And I guess I have to do this now, right? Okay, now all or nothing. All or nothing. Okay, ability and self-destruction, I guess? Or not? If this guy is not running self-destructions, that is like 100% his fault. for losing the game if he loses. If he's running self-destruction, I might just lose. Yeah, there you go. Let's see. That's a very unlucky self-destruction, by the way. That is quite the unlucky self-destruction.
Clearly, I need to go back in time and make adjustments.
And he still almost won. If he had gotten a little bit luckier there, he would have won. Oh my god. So all game, let's play one more game. All game, what you get basically is just Scarab, 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 self-destruct, win. Crazy. Morvenn Vahl. Now this is an interesting matchup if I've seen one. This is an interesting matchup. So she will play hyper aggro, most probably. So our goal here is to survive her for a little bit and later on just defeat her with superior units. But we have to be very wary of the Martyr. Spirit of the Martyr. So let's see how Morvenn Vahl performs. Playing against Equivalent, okay. Let's see what Equivalent has for us. So we can out-trade Vahl at the start, but as soon as she starts dropping those penance units, it might get a little bit ugly. So I'm happy we have a methodical destruction in the hand. That's at least something. Triarch Praetorian, nope. But next turn I can already get my Implacable Conqueror. And that's where it's going to start getting interesting. So we're slowly building an HP advantage, which is nice. It's good that we're holding all tactics, by the way, because more value for Implacable Conqueror, because more chance that every turn we draw a unit, a troop, and cheaper troops. Yo, what? Interesting. I'm still gonna do this, though. Oh, this is pretty good. The plasma sight play is gonna be big at some point for sure, because all the healing is gonna be big. We still have an HP advantage. Conviction of Faith, what? Oh, weird. It is weird, but yet not too weird. Let me actually drop double. This might force him to play a Cleansing Flame or something. But the good thing is if he plays Cleansing Flame here, then he cannot take this out, right? Ooh, Seraphim, okay. Seraphim. Oh, that's a smart one right there. That's a good play. However, I have an answer as well. Okay, so we're gonna heal for another 4. That is like hellishly bad for Morvenn Vahl, because more I heal, the harder it becomes for her, because all of the penance stuff, it also damages her, like Spirit of the Martyr. Thus, it becomes very difficult to trade once I'm ahead on HP, because you don't want to do AoE damage to everybody when you're behind. It's like doing a very... Okay, alright. It's like doing a virus bombs on Perturabo, but... You know. You guys know what I mean. Okay, heal more. Make that HP advantage huge. We're almost 10 HP ahead. Hallowed Martyrs. This is where it becomes tricky, by the way. Hallowed Martyrs. This is where it becomes very, very tricky. Yeah. Okay, that is gonna destroy my plasma sight. So we first attack, then we do this, and then we do this. Because if we first play it, it takes 2 pings, and we don't want that to happen. Oh crap, I almost forgot. Okay, so 2 pings instead of 3. Not almost forgot, I forgot, but... You guys know what I mean. So, is she gonna play Saint Catherine's thingy? Nope. No Saint Catherine. And there's the Death Cult Assassin.
Offer your blood to the Holy Emperor.
Okay, not too bad. Okay, nice, 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 nice. Very nice. Very nice. I wonder if I just Tomb World her next turn. There it is, the dreaded Mortifier. So there's your answer, gentlemen. We do not Tomb World her. We will do this though. Get her very low. Actually, I just need my Hexmark Destroyer and she's kinda done.
Is consecrated to this relic.
My soul is consecrated to this relic. That's a really cool unit, by the way. I really like this one. Come on, where's my Hexmark? Give it here. If I don't get my damaged Hexmarks, I'm just gonna drop my Tomb Worlds. And there it is. There's my boy. By the way, damage Hexmark isn't the best against Sisters because it takes essentially double damage, kinda, because of all the penitence. Now, like, look at that. But, fortunately, we had her close to lethal range, so we just took her out. Okay. Actually, guys, I would say we performed quite well. We did climb overall quite a bit, and if we take a look at the games... So we beat Morvenn, we beat Oricon, Junith, Imotekh, we lost against one Ursula, beat Magnus, Abaddon, and another Ursula, and we lost against Warshaper. I would say overall we had a pretty good result. So guys, you leave a comment and tell me what you think about my new Imotekh build, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next one. So have a good day.